back like we never left. This is the Trying to Be Grown podcast. I am your host, Damani Carter, and over there with probably I'm guessing that's the Marlins hat you got on, is my esteemed co-host, Mr. Byron Keaton. How you doing today, PK?
Hey, bro, you don't know me. Don't be trying to call that what hat I got on.
I'm looking at the color. That's the only sports franchise I can think of with that little teal.
Hey, bro, first of all, you need to stop calling me Byron, bro. Just start calling me Ken Griffey Jr. Home run hitter, Barry Bonds, whatever you want.
He hit a home run in his softball game today. So
this is back-to-back game.
Oh, back-to-back games with a home run. So this is with people soft pitching you a very large ball and you hitting it out of the park. Congratulations, man. Really happy.
Hey, Damani. Okay. Wait, let's stop right here. If I go grab a baseball bat and get you a softball, we go out to the field and I give you 20 pitches. Will you hit one over the fence?
100% I will hit one over the fence, yes. Yes.
That's all I need to hear, bro. Next time I'm in Fayetteville, we will be going to try this out.
That's fine.
And if you don't hit that ball over the fence.
That's fine. Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Byron, I will throw a baseball up in the air and just hit it really far. That was the part of baseball that I really didn't have much trouble with. It was all the other stuff that troubled me.
All right. And so if you don't hit it over the fence, then what?
Then I will be really surprised. I'm telling you it's gonna happen. So we'll leave it at that. This is way too long an intro, but we appreciate you rocking with us wherever you're rocking with us. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and of course YouTube. We apologize. We had a whole episode recorded with our guy Corlin Jackson, and we had some technical difficulties. We still trying to get this thing figured out, but we think we're back good, and Corlin will be on at a later date for sure, because that was a great episode we had. Today, a quick rundown. Everything will be timestamped in the description. You see something you like, see something you don't, you can skip to it or through it. We'll be talking about we're gonna talk about that album that Drake
Honestly,
put out.
Nevermind.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about. I don't even want to say the name, bro. Nah. We're gonna talk about that, and subsequently, should artists branch out or stay in their lane. Then we're going to talk about the NBA, and Byron wants to situate Stephen Curry in the all-time list. So that's going to be
top
fun.
Top 3, top 4, top 5, somewhere in there.
That's stupid. And then lastly, this is the one that I'm excited about. We're going to talk about icks. Saw somebody else doing. There's a whole podcast dedicated to icks. For those of you that don't know, those are just things that other people do, notably significant others or people that you're interested in, that lower or take away completely your interest. So we're going to get into that. Byron going to tell us about some icks that he has. Right? That's correct.
No, I don't know if I got
Here you go. Yeah. Here you go. Pump faking. No, you're going to tell us about some icks that you got. You know you got some icks.
I don't like the word ick, for one.
I think it fits. I think it's suitable. It says exactly what it is. It's just it's not something that's substantive, really. It's just something that you look at and you go, I just don't really like that.
I got you, bro.
All right.
Let's talk about the album of the year, man.
Nah.
Aubrey Drake.
No, dog.
Okay, before we get into the actual album, once you saw the name and cover art, what went through your mind? And you saw the track list.
If you're reading this, it's too late.
That's what you thought?
No, I didn't know if it could live up to that, but I thought he just dropped an album which I thought at least jumped over everything going back to views. He just dropped that not too long ago. CLB came out in what, September?
Yep.
Okay, so maybe
it was
maybe not.
It was 9 months apart. The albums were 9 months apart.
Okay, so maybe not just dropped, but the most recent album he dropped surprised me in the most positive way possible. When I turned this album on and I heard what was coming through my speakers, I'm not kidding about this. I was playing it through my PS5 while I was playing the game. I stopped the game and made sure that I was listening to the right album. I thought that my PS5 had just started playing some. I was so disappointed. It hurt me. It hurt me a little bit. And I figured that you would try to defend it initially, but your initial reaction was the same as mine. But now you are calling it the album of the year, and I hope you're joking. I don't know if you're joking. What was your reaction to the album, Byron? Please don't say anything that's going to make me shut this computer off.
Yeah, so first I need to say one thing. At the time, I wasn't by my... Okay, it's a couple of things I need to say. One, it is album of the year.
Oh my gosh, bro. No, it's not.
Wait. You got what I'm saying has to be qualified. It is album of the year in the category of house/dance music.
All right, go ahead. I'm not even going to. Go ahead. Continue with your point, please.
Next, what threw people off. If people would have went into this with an open mind, gosh. No, I don't think people would think it as bad as it actually was. Like, because for the most part, when everybody saw Honestly Nevermind, they just heard Wait For You, where he was featured on. Everybody kind of had in their mind, this is about to be some toxic album that I can bump all summer. Basically my summer playlist.
This is going to be a good album that I want to listen to. That's what people thought. And They were wrong.
And so they were thinking it was going to be some up-tempo, either crazy beats or some toxic lyrics to put on their little Instagram. And it wasn't that. He mixed it up. And so...
I'm saying he mixed it up don't mean it was...
Wait. So what I'm saying is it up to Drake's typical caliber and standard? No, I don't think so. But is it as terrible as people say it is? It is not that bad.
Byron,
so the first time I listened... Go ahead.
You talking about mixing it up? No. No, I'm not going to let you do that. Because that is void of context. We're used to good stuff, and he gave us bad. That's how he mixed it up. I don't care what category it's in. That album is trash, and you know it. You said it was trash when you first listened to it. You know it's trash.
And then
it's trash.
Then I thought.
No, you're just trying to defend him because he's your favorite artist.
Put it like this, Damani. Because I started thinking about this. I was like, is this album actually bad, or do I not just like house music? And that is, I think, something people really need to think about. Because put it like this: are you the person that needs to be judging country music? No. Why? Because you hate country music. So if someone says this is a good country album, you listen to it like this is absolutely terrible. It's just for the basic hip hop listeners who typically listen to hip hop music and they heard this album, it wasn't what they wanted to hear. So immediately they're automatically going to say it's bad. But if you listen to people who listen to dance and house music, some of them are saying it's a great album. So then who should I go by? My uneducated ears? Or should I go by the ears that are educated in the subject? That's all I'm saying.
Who's educated on house music, Byron? Who do you know that's educated on house music?
People who listen to house music.
Who's educated?
I follow people on Twitter.
You follow people on Twitter
I don't know them in real life.
Oh, okay. So you follow some. If I go to your followers right now, there's somebody that is educated that is a big house music listener.
Yeah.
No, man.
Oh, okay. Wait. The thing is, maybe not people I follow on Twitter, but topics I follow on Twitter. I follow music topics, so I see different views and things like that of what people think is good music. They were like, this is actually a really good dance album, house album. I'm like, okay.
But that's people that don't know anything talking about it because it's Drake. I've talked to people that are saying, oh no, you gotta open your mind and listen to it. He's expanding his horizons. I was really mad when somebody said that. Somebody said he's expanding his horizons. My immediate reaction, I want them contracted immediately. I want those horizons back where they belong, because he needs to stop expanding his horizons. That's not it. Leave that to who the DJ? They got they wear the big white thing on his head. Leave that to him.
Talking about, that's not Marshmallow. That's I know you're talking about, but yeah.
Yeah. Leave that to him. It's not your lane.
Hey, Damani,
man.
I got a question. Before this album, have you ever listened to house music?
No, except when I'm in a like, never voluntarily. That's what I was saying.
You're different than me. I actually probably a month ago, I was trying to find some new music, trying to be,
Why would
diversify my palette.
We have this platform, and you're just going to decide to come on here and tell this egregious lie just for the purpose of lying.
I put this on my life. Let me be struck down right now. About a month ago on Spotify, you can go to like different genres. I was trying to find some new music because I got tired of hearing my same little 15, 20 songs I play every day. I was like, let me find something new. So I literally went to like the house music. I saw somebody on Instagram post something about house music. I'm like, what is house music? So I gave it a listen on Spotify. I gave it 3 different songs off of like the basically, they got a rap caviar for hip hop. Is like the main songs people that listen to rap listen to. They got a version for house music. I was like, let me try this out. Played 3 songs. Every single one I hated. I'm like, I can't do this. Then never listened to it again. Drake album came out, listened to it on my phone. First time I like, this is terrible, was my immediate reaction. But what I think you have to do is, you can't listen to this album on your phone. You have to listen to it somewhere with some actual bass to like feel the up-tempo stuff. And then it's a little bit better. I still give it about a 4.6, 4.7 out of 10. But that's just because I don't like house music. Let's go to 4.1. But because I don't like house music.
Byron, I don't think there's. I'm gonna just come out and say this. I don't think, aside from, I'm talking like James St. Patrick level of like drug use that I'd have to get into to enjoy this album. I'm not. No. No way.
So you don't like Jimmy Cooks?
Jimmy Cooks. That's the only one on the album. That's the only one, and he just put that at the end.
You don't like
we weren't. No. There are some songs that are okay. I'm not even gonna name them because they're not worth naming. No, there are some that are okay, and they're not worth naming. Jimmy Cooks is the only song that is worth naming on that album. There's one song worth naming on that album.
But that's the only rap song on the whole album.
Yes.
And that's the only thing you listen to. That's the problem.
Byron, this is if Gucci Mane put out a country album tomorrow,
you would automatically say it's trash.
Pretty much, and I could listen to it, and I would probably be right, just because I'm not trying to hear that from Gucci. I don't think everybody has to be like super versatile. Drake already has a great split in terms of being a rapper and being able to do the R&B thing. I think he could be a rapper by itself. I think he'd be fringe as an R&B guy by itself, but I think he'd still be okay. But it's great that he can do both of them. Now he trying to split off into house music, and dog, you don't have to do that. Like, this ain't you. This is not him. This is not him.
My thing is, you shouldn't be judging this album. You as a person cannot judge this album. Is how I feel.
Am I in a position where I should judge Drake?
To rap music.
It's not. That's not true.
You judge
I listen to rap,
man?
R&B, soul. Yes, in terms of music. No, they're not.
You didn't even like One Dance when he came out with it.
Because One Dance is fake. It's just fake island music. Is all it is. He does that a bunch.
That's one of the most streamed songs ever.
I don't care. No, honestly, Nevermind is going. It might not be a number one, but it's going to be a chart topper because of who he is. If I put out One Dance and it sounded exactly the same, you would throw it. You would probably just take. We don't have CDs no more.
Nope.
But you would send me a text message that said, "This is trash. This is trash."
I don't think I would.
Yes, you would.
Because I like that type of music.
Oh my god! If I made a song and the first lines you heard were offbeat, why you got to fight with me a cheesecake? You know I let it go there. You would say, "Hey, bro, go ahead and turn this off. Go ahead and turn this off." If I made that song, you would say it was trash.
You're the only person I know in this world that does not like the song Child's Play.
Because I've not met good.
I've not met any other person on this planet that has said Child's Play is not a good song.
But it's not a good song, Byron. That's the simple fact of it. And if anybody else put it out that was not named Aubrey Drake Graham, you would not like it, and nobody else would either.
I disagree, bro. I love Child's Play. I still play Child's Play to this day. You didn't like anything where Drake.
I do like Hotline
Bling.
Hotline Bling is fine.
No, you did not like Hotline Bling.
Yes, I know. I'm fine with Hotline Bling. I was playing Hotline Bling as a single before the album came out. I do like that song. It's not like a top Drake song to me, but I like it.
What about Signs?
I'm okay with Signs because it's more R&B to, I'd say,
Signs is an amazing song.
island sounding rhythm. That's what I'm fine with. But when Drake tries
to, the song Unforgettable?
Yeah, I like the song
by
Unforgettable.
Sway Lee and French Montana.
Yeah. I mean, it's Unforgettable is okay. It's another one that's okay.
And see, that's my problem with you, Damani. These are songs everyone loves and people consider top tier songs, but for you, you only say they're okay to bad. Like those
Unforgettable
songs are okay
is
to bad.
top tier to you?
Bro,
Unforgettable is a top tier song to you.
If that song if that song ever comes on in my shuffle, it will not be skipped.
If that's a top tier song to you, Brian, then I think you got deeper issues that we need to root out, because that's not a top tier song to anybody. It's like it's one of those that just like it's really popular for a while and then it just kind of fizzles off. It's okay.
No,
it's a pretty good song.
Nope. It's such a good song. French Montana has still been chasing that sound. And he can't.
French Montana will chase any sound that he can get his hands on because he can't do nothing without a feature.
No, we're not going to do this.
Can you name your favorite? Name your favorite French Montana song that don't have anybody on it. Don't worry, I'll wait.
Marble Floors got anybody on it?
Yep, Rick Ross. That's not even French Montana's song. That's Rick Ross's song.
No, that's French Montana's song.
That is Rick Ross's song. Marble Floors is Rick Ross's song. Rick Ross is on the hook, dog.
Shot caller, bro. You don't even know how shot caller go, bro. You as a French Montana hater, bro.
No, I'm not a French Montana
against light skinned people.
No, I don't have anything against French Montana. He's just not very good. I'm cool with him on a feature. I don't want to. If French Montana made an album like J. Cole makes albums and nobody was featured on it, I wouldn't. I don't think I would download it. I don't even think I'd take the time to listen to it. That's fine.
Okay, you brought up J. Cole. I have a question. Drake wanted to do something that was close to his heart and wanted to do something along those lines, and you're trying to kill him for it.
I'm glad you're doing this. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
But when J. Cole did it and everyone said For Your Eyes Only was absolutely horrendous, you were too blind. What?
Who said that? Who said that?
Which part? For
Your Eyes Only was trash? Who said that?
Everybody.
No.
Everybody.
No.
Other than you.
No. Byron, it went platinum. It went platinum.
That's because he's J. Cole.
Oh, okay. So he can go. He went platinum with no features on a bunch of songs that are still very, very popular. But you're talking about J. Cole and you're trying to compare him to Drake because he wanted to do house music? No, there's no comparison there. There's no comparison. And I'm going to talk about the J. Cole albums that you don't like.
And For Your Eyes Only are the same thing.
No, they're not. Not even remotely the same thing. Not even remotely the same thing. J. Cole being true, even if you want, they can be the same thing in terms of Drake being true to who he is if you really want to stretch it that far. Because I don't know Drake. I've never met Drake. So if you're talking about artists going deeper into their, like, I'd say introspective bags with their own artistry, that's what For Your Eyes Only is. That's what KOD is. That's what To Pimp a Butterfly is. But you hated all of these albums, but you sitting here trying to tell me this house album is something good?
I told you I couldn't. Wait. I told you I couldn't judge To Pimp a Butterfly. That's about jazz music. I don't like. Yeah, it's not my forte.
You've judged To Pimp a Butterfly several times.
I said it
has never
good.
been good.
I said
yes, that's what I'm saying.
I said I would not listen to it, and I've given it multiple tries. And I've said that music is not for me. Kendrick is not for me. It
seems very convenient that you are that you're crafting like stances now that are consistent with what you're saying now. But if we're talking about have you ever had significant critiques of To Pimp a Butterfly? Yes. Have you ever had significant critiques of KOD or the stupid comparison that you just tried to make between For Your Eyes Only and honestly Nevermind? You have had these positions that I'm talking about in the past. So to say that you don't have them now is very convenient. It's very convenient. That's all I'm gonna say.
You wanna know what that's called, Damani?
If you say growth, I might turn this computer off.
Oh, growth, man. Sometimes you have to realize when you're wrong. Let me give you a little analogy about what we are doing with this album. Okay. Say Michael Jordan. Oh, this is perfect. We know Michael Jordan as the basketball player, right?
Yeah.
Let's think of somebody in the NBA at the time. Perfect. Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen could easily judge who Michael Jordan was as a basketball player because he played the sport, he understood the sport of basketball, things like that. If Michael Jordan would then go over there and to start to play golf, could Scottie Pippen judge and critique what Michael Jordan was doing as a golfer? No. Why not? Because he's not educated on the game of golf. But if someone such as Tiger Woods criticized, analyze everything that Michael Jordan was doing on the golf course, would that make more sense? Yes. And I think that's where we are in this situation. You're Scottie Pippen trying to judge a dance album. It don't make sense, bro. It does not make sense for somebody like you who mainly only listen to hip hop. Truly, that's your bread and butter. You listen to a little bit of R&B, a little bit of this and that, but you mainly want to only hear hip hop music. So you shouldn't be judging the dance album. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, stay with the Michael Jordan thing because he actually did play another sport. So if Scottie Pippen were to go to a ballpark in '94, right? If he went to Birmingham and watched Michael Jordan come up to bat and strike out 3 times because he couldn't figure out an off-speed pitch, regardless of what Scottie Pippen knows about baseball, he could look at him and go, "Oh, Mike trash. Mike is garbage. I can see that. I understand this. He don't have to know. He doesn't even have to know how many players are on the field. If he watch Mike go 0 for 4, 0 for 5 because they are throwing him straight curveballs, he can go, "Oh, Mike's not very good at this." He can see that. I don't have to be a house enthusiast or a house aficionado to listen to this and be like, "Drake, this is not you. Stop it." I don't have to do that. Because I have a brain and I'm a conscious observer.
Now the problem with your trying to counter argument is, for the most part, everyone understands like the basics of baseball about striking out is bad. You don't understand the basics of house music to where you can't name me one positive thing about house music. You can't even tell me a house music song name. You can't name one for me. So I'm just saying, you can't define what is a strike, what is a strikeout, what is an out, or anything like that with house music. So how can you tell me something he had basically a bad house album? Is all I'm saying. If you have nothing to judge it to other than music in hip hop, R&B, and soul, how can you tell me what's bad in house? How can you tell me what's bad in dance? You can't. That's all I'm saying.
We've talked about this for too long, so I'm gonna end it with this. This is what Drake said out of his own mouth. Mike never tried to rap like Pac. Pac never tried to sing like Mike. That's my dad's words to me when he taught me how to make it in life, and I always said my mother gave the greatest advice.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's stopped living by his own axioms, and frankly, I can't stand him for it. If this new Brent album doesn't save everybody, just because I had high expectations for Jack Harlow, moderate. Future album let me down even more, and then I had the highest expectations because Drake, I like I said, it was just along the same lines in terms of release as if you're reading this, it's too late, and then straight in the toilet. It is Jimmy Cooks and 13, 12 other songs to me. That's what it is.
Can I
I
say
love
one
Jimmy
more thing
Cook
about
stuff.
the Drake album?
Go ahead.
It's not about. I will say this. I don't think he put out this album because the reason why I think he put out this album was Certified Lover Boy. When he released that album, he was under his own record label, and he recently signed a $400 million deal with Universal, in which now they own the rights to the music that he made. Well, this album and everything, I think, through the next like 4 or 5 albums. So, if he wanted to go on tour, he had to release an album so that Universal is still like in the loop or whatever. And so he couldn't technically go on tour for Certified Lover Boy. The world's opening back up, so now he can actually have tour dates. So what did he do? He dropped an album based on leftover songs or songs that he truly maybe didn't. Because I don't think this was a well-polished album, though. Like some of the production-wise, I think could have been better. And so he did this.
Some of the songs definitely could have been better.
No, songs were fine. Just some of they could have done a little bit better on the production.
Yeah, whatever.
So, yeah.
Like I said, this Brent album better save my summer because I'm sick of y'all artists just.
You drop something in.
No, I'm cool on that. Tommy K can drop something though. Guaranteed trash, but I had something else to critique.
I have been working on some bars lately.
Oh,
I got
Jesus.
a little freestyle dropping soon.
Oh, great. We'll be sure to put the link to that when that comes out. But anyways, going into this this next thing, and I know that you're going to overreact. Golden State Warriors are your 2022 NBA champions. Did you predict that? Did you call the Warriors? I don't think you did. I think you picked the Bucks. I think you picked the Bucks.
No, I didn't pick the Bucks to win it all. I said the Bucks would make it to the finals. The Warriors will win.
Okay. All right. I'll give it to you, even though I'm not sure. So now the question
I
remains.
did qualify my answer, though. I said depending on if Steph remained healthy, because he was hurt at the beginning of the playoff, is what I said.
Okay. So now the operative question that you wanted to answer is, where is Steph all time?
That's a good question, man. And I've been battling with this for a little bit because I still don't have the correct answer. Because my problem is I want to remain consistent. And so, with that being said, previously I have refused to put Kobe Bryant above Shaquille O'Neal. Is that true, Damani?
Yeah. Hmm?
And my reasoning behind that was Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal were on the same team. While they were on the same team, Shaquille O'Neal got all 3 Finals MVP. I said,
stupid reasoning, as I've said.
I don't think I can put Kobe above Shaq because if they were on the same team, Shaq showed every single time that he was the better player.
That's not what that
so
means.
I said,
but all right.
no matter what on my list, I said, no matter what on that list, I got to put Kobe underneath him. So my problem now is Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, same team. While they're on the same team, Kevin Durant got 2 Finals MVPs, Steph got 0. But the little twist in this, without Steph Curry, without KD, has two championships. KD without Steph, 0. I believe if you put anybody else on that team, you put a Bradley Beal, you put a fringe all-star player, basically anybody better than Harrison Barnes, Golden State still goes on to win those 2 championships, in my opinion, with KD there, when KD was there.
Hmm?
And so my problem is, I don't know where to put Steph, because he's for sure the greatest shooter ever. He will, and so wherever KD is, him and Steph have to be side by side. But I think I'm still going to put Steph behind KD. I don't want to because I think what KD did was weak. And I could have been on the team and we could have won the championship.
So why Byron, it's okay to say my criteria kind of sucks and just change it. Because that's the way that you explained it.
My criteria.
No, the way you explained it is stupid too. Because if you look at what Kobe did without Shaq, Kobe had the lesser of the two. Shaq had another NBA 75 teammate in Dwayne Wade and won one. Kobe had Pau Gasol, who was very good, but wasn't a top 75 player of all time. And he had, you can name the other people he had, but Kobe and Pau won two. Shaq and Dwayne Wade and Shaq and Penny together won. So if you look at that, huh? No, that's not what you just did. That's not what you just did. You just said if you're looking at KD and you're looking at Steph and who had more success without the other, it's definitely Steph. And the same is true for Kobe and Shaq. So why,
But, okay, my thing is with Shaq and Kobe, it's closer what they did without each other. Right or wrong, they both have, I think Kobe has 3 finals appearances. Shaq has 2. Kobe goes 2-1 in those final appearances.
Shaq got 3.
1-1.
Shaq got 3.
3 finals appearances without
No, that's
Kobe?
wrong. That's wrong. Shaq has 2. Excuse me. Shaq has 2.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. KD has only been to the finals one time without him, without Steph. Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, other than Golden State, KD has done nothing in his career. But Shaq and Kobe both did things without each other. That's why I think this situation is a little bit more distinguishable. You know? So I don't know, man. You know what? Steph done made on my all-time list. Right behind Tim Duncan, right in front of Kobe.
That's so stupid for so many reasons. It's just not even. I'm about to put Tim Duncan in my top 5, but people don't realize. That's dumb too. But if you're putting Steph Curry above Kobe Bryant on an all-time list, I don't really have much to say to you, because even if you want to give Steph the nod on offense, which I don't, I personally do not give Steph the nod on offense. Kobe's defense is miles ahead of Stephen Curry's defense. It's not even close. Not even close.
Oh, we're talking about. Oh, okay. So you weren't talking about best player rather than greatest player, because it's a difference for me.
Oh my gosh.
Because we're talking about greatest, that goes more into accolades and things like that. That's why I'm talking about championships, what they've done without each other. But if we're talking about best player, I have a whole different list. So which one you want me to do, man? Best.
Why do you have separate lists for that? Why do you have separate lists for that?
Because they're different. They're different.
Byron, there's no.
Because we're talking. Okay, if we're talking about best, Giannis already top 5, top 10 all time. Right or wrong?
Wrong.
How?
Because I can name 10 that are better than him as of now.
Who is able to put up 30 points a game with 12 rebounds, 2 to 3 blocks, and still be basically a top 5 defender in the league? Who else is doing that in the history of basketball? I'll wait. Name me 9 other people better than that.
That are better than Giannis?
Peak Giannis. Name me 9 people better.
Here we go. You ready? Jordan.
Yep.
Kobe. Bron. I gotta.
Is Kobe better than prime Giannis? But
yes.
Continue. I don't know about Kobe.
Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaq, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I always mess it up here. You told me Kareem wasn't that good. It's not that he wasn't that good. He's just not better than either of the two that I named before him. He's not better than Hakeem Olajuwon. He's not better than Shaquille O'Neal. In terms of accomplishments, he's got a bunch of those. But if you look at like his career circumstances, no, there's no way. Dang. I'll still put Duncan in there, even though he's not necessarily who I'm thinking about. Magic. Why did I forget Magic? Magic goes in front of Kareem, by the way. Bird.
I'm not letting you put nobody else. No, Bird is not better than Giannis.
Yes, but
no, Bird would literally see, bro. I would say, well, what happened to Giannis if he played when Bird was playing? There'll be some illegal stuff going on after the game. All I'm gonna say.
What do you mean after the game? Don't you mean during? Just in terms of him getting a bunch of hard fouls?
Nope. what people would be trying to do to him after the game after he terrorized their team.
I don't know, man.
Racism was a little bit more prevalent back then.
You talking about him getting jumped in the 80s? Just nah, man. You got to think about how. You got to think about
7-foot athletic dude with like a 7'6" wingspan.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I never do the thing like people say that LeBron James wouldn't have been dominant in Jordan's era, just like people say Jordan would struggle now. I think both arguments are stupid. But if you're talking about how Giannis benefits from like the modern floor spacing and how LeBron James benefits from modern floor spacing, I think they're relevant arguments there. It's easy to see, like, if you put him even as he is now in terms of composition, athleticism, and I'm not saying he would not have been, let's say, just because I don't feel like going through everybody, at worst, top 3 most athletic people in the NBA in 1995. If you put him there, I said it worst. I said it worst.
Kevin McHale was dominating the 80s.
Okay, look at.
So just think about what Giannis would be if Kevin McHale was out there. Nah, bro, I'm not. See, that's why. No, Bird.
I
is
said
not
1995.
But we talking about Larry Bird. You said you putting Larry Bird above Giannis, and Giannis is the better defender, and he can do everything better than Bird, but shoot.
You might have a point there.
And he's 7 foot, basically.
See, this is all right. Well, this is where it kind of gets. I don't know if Giannis as a whole was a better scorer than Bird, just because Bird was a lot more skilled. I understand what I understand your trepidation here. But this is another thing that, as somebody that has watched, and I don't claim to have watched anybody past 85 in terms of their peak points. I didn't watch a lot of Dr. J, but I watched Bird. I did watch Bird. So when you're talking about somebody who had a deep bag and had a whole bunch of ways to score, it's Larry Bird. But
who cares about a bag? It's about getting the ball in the bucket.
This is the other thing. This is the other thing that I'm saying. If we're talking about the necessity of a bag, it doesn't make sense for me to have Shaq as high as I do, even though Shaq was dumb nice in terms of post footwork, doesn't get enough credit. People just think he was a big bully, but he was highly skilled. But when you're talking about like the diversification of it, it doesn't make sense for me to have him as high as I do if it's all about bag. But I'm saying Bird had more ways to do it. Bird was highly efficient, and Giannis is also highly efficient. But I don't know if Giannis is better than Bird as a scorer. I think if you put Bird in the modern NBA with spacing and all the other advantages that you have as a one-on-one type of scoring guy, Bird would have a lot of success. How much? I don't know. And I don't know how much Giannis's effectiveness would drop off if he had 85 floor spacing. But I think I'm still giving a nod to Bird.
But then you also have to include the defensive gap, since you wanted me to include that with Steph and Kobe. Why are we not doing that with Bird and Giannis?
But Bird wasn't a bad defender. I think
Giannis is a great defender.
Giannis is great off ball. He's good on ball. He's really good on ball. But
Larry Bird would be Gordon Hayward on defense in today's NBA.
I don't know.
And that means he is getting cooked.
Here you go.
He is getting attacked.
Here you go. No. I
didn't say offensive. I said defensively. He would be Gordon Hayward.
So why are you acting like Bird wasn't at least a good athlete? Is this some of that racism coming in here?
First of all, he was a rim grazer. That man wasn't no Zach LaVine.
What is Draymond?
You act like I'm a Draymond fan.
No, I'm just saying. Can you be a great defender and can you be a good defender? And be a rim grazer? Yes or no?
Prime Draymond wasn't a rim grazer. I don't think Draymond that great of a defender.
What?
I think he was a great defender now.
What?
Yeah, I said what I said. I said what I said. He's a smart defender now. He's not a great
no.
Like
Draymond wasn't a rim grazer in his prime. I don't even think I've ever seen Draymond do a 180. Boom. The two-hand dunk that's so normal. That is the most normal NBA dunk ever.
He used to get up, bro.
95% of dudes in the NBA can do a two-hand. That's not I've never seen him even do a 180.
He used to do a little bit more powerful, bro.
Stop. All right, no. So where
you getting sidetracked, bro? Where is Steph Curry in your list?
In my list, I just recently had to revise and put him in the top 10, but he is at the 10 spot.
Who did you move out of 10?
Will Chamberlain.
Oh, my God.
Man, hey, 55, 100 points in a game, and that's not even the most impressive one to me. He had 55 rebounds in a game. 55 rebounds in one game.
Hey, Dwayne, why you take Will Chamberlain out the top 10?
Why did I take him out the top 10? Because I think when you account for the era and the accomplishments, they're really similar in terms of just being game-wrecking presences, and I'm giving the nod to the guy that played in the tougher era. But still, Wilt is a strong 11.
Yeah, but
Wilt is a strong 11. 55
Duncan
rebounds.
In your top 10?
Yes.
Duncan in your top 10?
Duncan is in my top 10.
Making sure, brother. I was gonna throw your whole list out.
No, I mean I'm happy having Tim Duncan
in your top 10.
Yes.
Why is Larry Bird? See, bro, this will be making me mad with people. It ain't no reason to have Larry Bird in your top 10, bro.
It was Larry Bird or Kevin Durant, and I just KD ain't won enough.
You chose Bird over Durant?
KD ain't won enough. He just doesn't. For all of the reasons that you were just talking about in terms of Steph and KD together, those are the reasons that Bird is there. If you switch the winning resumes, it's KD.
What did Bird do?
Won, more championships. He's got, what is it, 2
Was his team not loaded the whole entire time? They
so
had
was Magic's.
Hall of Famers every single year.
So was Magic's team, though.
Bro, they weren't as loaded as the Celtics.
No, they were pretty loaded.
No, I'm not giving them to as much as the Celtics, bro.
Okay, who was Bird's best teammate?
It ain't about who his best teammate was. It's about you got 4 Hall of Famers.
But here, okay. So let me put it to you like this: Bill Walton, at the time that he got to the Celtics, was pretty beat up. He was pretty beat up at that point. And Robert Parrish is another guy. Fringe Hall of Famer. Kevin McHale was up there.
Is it Dennis Scott? Is that his name?
Dennis Johnson. That's who you're thinking about.
Dennis Johnson.
Dennis Johnson was really good. Danny Ainge was really good. But when you
Cedric
compare
Maxwell?
that, okay. But this is what I'm saying. When you compare that to Kareem, Michael Cooper, what's his name? Stop.
James
Michael
Worthy?
Cooper was not. Yeah, James Worthy. Even like going towards the latter years when it was Byron Scott and them. That team was stacked too.
I agree. Magic team was stacked. That's why I'm going to put them too high.
Not quite towards those latter years. I'm still. Vlade Divac was good. He was good, but I wouldn't put him. He's not even in Robert Parrish's level.
Kobe Bryant had Shaq, top 5 all-time player. But you don't want to discredit him for that.
No, I'm not discrediting him.
Why are you only
he three-peated.
KD?
He three-peated. Kobe three-peated with Shaq. He did what he's supposed to do. He did what he was supposed to do.
Kobe was hurt the first year. He was a baby.
Kobe won them a game in the finals when he fouled out. He significantly overperformed his age in the Western Conference Finals. And you're just talking about one game where he rolled his ankle. And actually, he came back the next game and played well. So when you're talking about
like his 14 points a game.
One of the games he had 8 because he didn't play in the second half.
That man was Kyle Kuzma.
Byron, if you play 5 games, right? If you play 5 games and one of those games is 8 points, one of those games you score 8 points, what does that do to your scoring average? That's 20% of your sample size right there.
So what do you have the other game?
I don't remember what he had. See, you trying to.
Man.
What I'm saying is that's. I'm not discounting Shaq's Finals MVP from that year, obviously, because there's no reason to. But I'm saying Kobe played well. Shaq played better. But I mean, there's a lot of reason to understand Kobe's youth and his limitations because of the injury. That's not. I don't think that's hard to do.
I hear you.
That was pretty civil. I'm impressed that we were able to get. Maybe we are growing. Maybe we getting older. Because I figured that was going to be a bloodbath.
I'm not going to let you rile me up.
Oh, great. Glad to hear that I'm not the one riling you up. Glad to hear that. Let's get off of this and get into the fun conversation. Icks. This was my brainchild, actually. I was about to say this was you, but you're going to start us off, Byron. You want to just give a brief intro as to what it... No, just give a brief intro as to what an ick is. Most people know what it is. Just telling people what it is.
I'm really not good at describing this. When I hear the word ick, and like when people tweet about it, they talk about it, I think it's just like disgust. It's just like, if someone does this, you're gone. Like, I'm not dealing with you no more. It's just... Does
it have to be a gone, or can it just be a cringe? It doesn't have to be a gone.
It's a really... I think it's more than just a cringe. I think it's like it hurts you in your soul when it happens. You're just like, ugh. Like, you just want to... Like, you can't deal with them for a good, at least 15 seconds. Like, cringe, you can just like, keep going on about your business. But the ick is just like, you feel it in your soul. That's how I think of it.
Okay, well, I'm thinking of it as, obviously they go up to that point, just stuff that's immediate deal breakers, stuff that you feel in your soul. I guess is a little bit below that, but I think it can just be like stuff that's cringy, stuff that's a little bit cringy. I
don't think so, bro. I think it's past cringe, personally.
Nah, see, well, I talked to I talked to this young lady the other day that is getting icked by somebody that she's talking to, and she said he just keeps sending her gym selfies. So it'll just be in the mirror, and as soon as he get done with his workout, he flexing and got to take a picture and send it to her on Snap. She just, it ain't it. That's just cringe. Okay. That's just cringe.
Okay, the problem is she may be encouraging this ick on. What is she saying back? She's trying to.
What is she supposed to say?
Ignore it. If it really bothers you, you say, don't send me that. First of all, this 2022, we got to communicate better.
And then you're going to deal with hurt feelings and all that. You don't want to do that. See, it's just it's small, it's minor, but it's an ick. That's why I feel like the name is applicable, because it's just an ick.
Okay, put it like this. You keep icking along, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be no more. Only thing you have to do is say, stop sending me gym selfies.
But like I said, that's a little bit to that. That one could hurt some feelings, and it's pretty direct. So I wouldn't do it, probably. I don't know.
So if you're getting ick, you just gonna let it keep going?
It depends on the ick. That's why I said there's levels to it. I think there are levels to it.
So what are your icks, Damani? If you have it.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember like something that has happened that I was just really icked by. And right now nothing is coming to mind. But I mean, no, nothing is really coming to mind. Like, obviously I feel like BO would be an ick, but I ain't dealt with that since high school. So
but how is that an ick though? That's just like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't think of anything like I've really. Nah, bro, you gotta start this one off. I gotta think a little bit more.
Okay, so I couldn't think of nothing either, but I googled it. So the first one I saw this the other day. It said chasing a ping pong ball is never okay. And so I was like, that is a valid point, because you, especially like if you in public and it's just bouncing around, you just, yeah.
I mean, what you gonna do?
No, bro.
What you gonna do?
You gotta wait till they come back and let someone toss it. No, that's an ick, bro. There be grown men out here.
Nah, but see, the ones like them is unfair. The ones that are like that's something you gotta do. That's something you gotta do. I understand why people are saying that, but you gotta understand at some point people have to do that. Because there was another one that was just like, if he get out the car and his butt crack showing, it's already over for me. I'm just like, come on, man. Like, we can't make mistakes no more?
No, bro.
Like,
No, bro. Pull your pants up. I was driving down the road the other day. A dude, for some reason, I don't know, bro. This man standing out at a gas station, hanging all out. I'm like, nah, bro.
But see, that's different. If your pants come down while you getting out the car, and I'm not saying it's something that it's just that can't be it. That can't be it. The girl on Twitter talking about that's it. That's it.
I'm trying to think of an action.
This gets to. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one. So, should icks be like, if it's something like that? Should icks be terminal? Like, should that be the end? Should it be just one thing that you can do in that realm, and the stuff that I'm talking about that's like low tier, that just says, nah, man, I can't do it no more?
It depends on where you are in the relationship. So, first of all, I'm grown as an individual, so I will say this: it depends on where you are in the relationship. This first date and they icking already, get them out of there, quick. Ain't no reason to be playing around.
But could you miss out on some good people doing that? Because, like I said, if she, I'm assuming that tweet was genuine, even though it was a comedic tweet. If somebody get out the car and for it's a low rider or whatever, and they butt crack showing, you can miss out on a good person just because you're not ready to deal with or get over like that first ick.
Yeah, bro, get him out of there. In my opinion, don't waste your time.
See, bro, what?
I'm with her.
Ain't no reason. Nah, man. And that's why I'm trying to think of something like on the girl side.
I got a few icks, and they are unserious, but they are icks of mine. So
proceed.
I'm gonna keep. So the first one, like in a car, you got the air conditioner thing, in which each side you can control. In cars, each side of the car you can control like the temperature.
Mm-hmm.
If someone gets in my car and immediately changes their side and messes up the synchronization, like the numbers on each side say the same thing. If someone gets in my car and
you can't be serious.
Hey, bro, that makes me so mad. It's just like I get disgusted anytime that happens. Because it's multiple reasons. For one, if you just get in the car, no matter what you put the air conditioner on, it's not going to immediately make you feel cool. So it makes no sense to change. Two, now you done messed up the number. It's not equal in the car no more. That's one of my ends. Second one, actually all of mine have to do with car etiquette. Wow, it does. If I'm singing along to a song, I'm enjoying my song. Don't interrupt my song with a conversation about nothing.
That's one of mine too. That's one of mine too.
If you see me singing a Drake song at the top of my lungs or doing something, and then you like, so what did you do today?
And she turned the music down. She will reach up and turn the music down just to talk to you. Like, we probably going to the same spot, and you want to talk now.
Yeah.
So I'll go with you on that. I'll go with you on that one.
They're my two biggest.
I'll go with you on another car one, actually. Putting your feet on my dashboard and your shoes dirty. Mm-mm. That's not even like specifically for, that's just anybody. If anybody do that, it seems like most of the times that it's happened, it has been in that type of scenario where it's ick me, but nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. That's one of the few times that I'll just say, nah, that ain't happening. I can't do it.
What about an ugly laugh?
Nah, I'm fine with Other laughs. I've never heard a laugh like so bad that I don't think I could deal with it.
It seems like girls have more icks than men. Well, women have more icks than men.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Like, it's just stuff that is that strict. Like, now I'm getting out cars thinking about, if my pants is pulled up all the way, because that's apparently and chasing ping pong balls, man. That's just unfair.
That's a good one though. You too big to be out here chasing a little ball.
But it's necessary though. Like, how we gonna keep the game going if I don't get the ball?
That's true. There gotta be. I'm trying to find some on the internet. Somebody said running with the backpack on.
Y'all are mean people, man. Like, these are normal, everyday life tasks that people have to complete, and you discount people's ability to, like, be good partners because of it. Sad. It's just sad.
Yeah, these people are okay. These are some crazy ones, man. Somebody said running up the stairs on all fours. A man sitting cross-legged.
No crisscross applesauce. No, you can't do that. I get that one. I get that one. That's not the type of energy you want to be giving up.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Now, okay, I got one. Smacking your gum excessively loud.
Which on that?
No, you can't just keep stealing mine.
No, I provided one. I said putting your feet up on the dashboard.
No, bro. Yeah, people, y'all got to stop this, because if you ick around me too early, it's a done deal. We not friends.
And I'm saying, I don't think that, for me to answer my question, I don't think that ick should be like terminal in terms of your interest in said person, unless it's like one of those high tier ones that you just can't deal with. I think if I'll just refer to it as like butt crack level icks, I think those should be stuff that you just it's a little cringy, but we on to the next one, on to the next thing. And if they start to pile up, then maybe if it's just like thing after thing after thing, then I can see it. But I don't think an ick should be enough to say that's it.
So do you have a terminal ick that you can think of? Because like we're doing more like very situational. Like some people consider icks just like being dumb. Like consistently, like, how some people, they call them like blind moments and stuff like that. Like having them too much. Maybe.
Well, I don't know if do those count as icks though? Like if somebody's just like from a mindset standpoint, just way different than where I'm at, does that count as an ick?
I would say so.
Okay, well that's an easy one then. Those are gonna be terminal.
No, I don't count.
I'm trying to think of something somebody could do. Somebody has done.
Being a Michael Jordan GOAT fan may be an ick.
Seriously?
Possibly. Overly argumentative people in a relationship is an ick for me. Don't be trying to argue with me if we on a first date or something.
Okay, this is one that I've never experienced this in like a potential partner. Too many like social media, TikTok sayings, like too many of them. Like if you say sus more than 2-3 times around me, no, we're not gonna. It ain't gonna work out in any kind of capacity.
Mine is if you say period too much. Don't end your sentence saying the word period all the time. Like, don't say a statement and then consistently say, and period. No, man. Just stop. Nah, bro. Yeah, I gotta put that head back on. My head back. But yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully this little hiatus has not icked y'all too much. We're gonna get back with the consistency. I'm gonna hold Byron to it. And get him out this busy lawyer schedule and get these episodes recorded. We got more guests, more topics. As always, if you have a suggestion, hit us up. Yeah, man, we're gonna be back at it, and we appreciate you rocking with us. Leave a like, leave a comment if you feel so inclined. Subscribe so you don't miss nothing. Byron, you got anything else for the people?
Yeah, we just try to keep it a buck. We wish y'all luck. Just to trying to be on the podcast.
You gon' shoot, I stood tall. When you make it through the struggle and the pain, do you get your umbrella off the chance that it might rain? I stood tall. Oh, I stood tall. Oh, I stood tall. Oh, you could try to count me out, but you ain't gon' ever hold me down. When I see my people going through it, I put the blame on me. And I see my homie lose his mind, but I gave him his first taste of lean. I ain't gon' lie, that really hurt me, but I had to close the curtains. And one thing I learned on Lion King is everybody gotta eat. Never tell a party, let me get a whole piece. And nah, little homie, can't get that from me. You play football, you got a bright future, you supposed to see you on the TV. And I said that's true, and I'm gon' do it, but I really gotta make something happen. And I probably could've asked my family for something, but instead I started hitting leaks with daddy. Ain't gon' lie, that turned me to a savage. Really living life like a bandit. And then Murph told me, keep your head on, man, don't do nothing reckless. But now I'm older now, I'm a grown man. Go to church every Sunday, I'm a praying man. You ain't gonna never see me fall, I'm always standing. One thing I do is stick to the plan. When you make it through the struggle.